starting this vlog off a little different. I've literally just rolled out of bed. If it looks like I'm chewing on something, I've got my thyroid medication under my tongue. It has to dissolve, so there's that. Last video was a bit of a head case to edit. So because it was like a few months worth of footage, I just thought I'd do a bit of a more casual one this time to be a bit, Riley says hi, to be a little bit more kind to myself. So this is just going to be a little casual vlog from this week, from today and probably tomorrow, and yeah, not as long as normal. This morning Connor is already gone. He left at 4 this morning to drive off to Lethbridge. It's a 2.5, 3 hour drive for work. So it's just us at home. Got to get the kids ready, or Tilly ready for school, and then Riley and I have to head off to the the police office. See, I told you it's early. I'm all over the place. So Riley's already having his first temper tantrum. He's annoyed because I said we have to go to the police station this morning so I can get a Canadian police check, because I have decided to try and apply for an IEC visa, which is a working holiday visa. I'm currently on a TRP and an open work permit, but they signed the open work permit when I got it to Merit BC. So I can't work in Alberta with us starting our business. I need that. So, God, this camera's heavy. So I am applying for an IEC. The problem with that is they asked for a police check, and I was denied it when I was in Australia because of my criminal history. And most of you guys know that my criminal history is simply my gun safe wasn't bolted to a wall when we moved house. My gun and the ammunition were locked inside the gun safe, and the keys were hidden, and it was all done safely, but the gun safe wasn't bolted to the wall. I got a $900 fine. Didn't know it was on my record, didn't know I had to go to court to see if I could take it off my record until we went to move to Canada. I had to get a police check and saw it on there. So it's really frustrating because it's not a huge crime. And now I'm hoping I can apply for an IEC, and when I hand in my police check, hand in all the evidence that I haven't had any criminal history in Canada and that I've been living in Canada, and all the visas that I've already got. So keep your fingers crossed for me, because if I get that, I can work in Alberta. I can open my business up in my name, not Connor's, and yeah, it extends the visa for 2 years, which makes a little bit less pressure off us for us to apply for permanent residency. Anyway, I better get on with our morning. It's been snowing, so I've got to go out and clear the car, start the truck up, get the frost off the dash. Last night Tilly asked if I would put plaits in her hair so she could have curly hair. Say hi, Tilly.
Hi.
Look at all her hair.
I have 4.
She got 4, so I got to take it out and put it into a nice ponytail and make the kids their breakfast and their Tilly's school lunch. My God, I have bags under my eyes. I'm so tired. Alright, making Tilly's lunch. She has Vegemite on her sandwich every day for school, and usually for breakfast too. Vegemite's an Australian spread, and it's very salty. A lot of people ask me if it's like Marmite. I don't think so. I don't know, I have no idea, but I doubt it. This is Vegemite here. So my sister just messaged me yesterday to say that she has actually sent us some more in the post, which is great. Last time my dad did, he sent the glass jars though, which are a lot heavier. So if you're in Canada or any other country and you want Vegemite sent, get it sent in the squeezy plastic bottles, because obviously it's lighter and doesn't cost as much. Bless me. Yeah, it doesn't cost as much to post. I'm thinking of starting my seedlings. We've got a huge veggie garden area set up outside. It's all fenced off, and we cannot wait for spring to start putting our seedlings in, but we need to get our seedlings started. It is still snowing. It snowed last night. but I want to start them for at least the first 12 weeks in the house. I am somewhat new to gardening. I obviously want to learn because we're going to have a big ranch one day. We did have a veggie patch in Australia that we set up ourselves. By the time we got to use it, it was summer, so we put some summer seedlings through. And then as they grew, all the locusts, we had a big locust plague, which are big, huge cricket-looking things. And they came through and ate all of them. Like we had strawberries and we had tomatoes and a bunch of stuff. So haven't really had a fair chance at growing anything yet. So if you see anything in today's video that you think, oh my god, it's not what you do, I'm learning. I don't know if you've got any tips, you can chuck them below. But once we come back from the police station today, I might have a go at starting them and then finishing them this weekend because Tilly really wants to do the flower ones. I'll get more into that later, but for now I need to pack Tilly's lunch. She's learning the 5 senses at school, and today she has to bring one thing in her lunchbox that's salty because they're going to do some sort of challenge today. And every day this week they're bringing something different, like sour. Pardon, Dylan? So this week they're bringing, there's only 4 days they're doing it, so sour, sweet, bitter and salty. Tilly's not gluten-free, but I've got these gluten-free salt vinegar, sort of like Pringles. Is that what we call them here in Canada? In Australia they're called Pringles. But that's what I'm going to put in her lunchbox today for her salty thing, because obviously they're salt vinegar and I don't think she's going to like them, but it'll be funny. Alright guys, I am trying to rush off to school. Alright guys, trying to rush off to school. I managed to slap some makeup on real quick. Got everything here. I've got to start the truck up because it's all icy before we go. Wolf thinks he's coming somewhere. And yeah. It's currently minus 12, feels like minus 20. And my bloody car keys are in here because I didn't prep them. This is like typical mum life. It's also International Women's Day today, so happy International Women's Day to all those beautiful women that follow me.
Me to forget the way that I held you in my arms, feeling like the moon holding on to the light, like she's still afraid of the dark. Ain't it like me to recall the past, like an old man scratching his head, trying to remember how I lost you, babe, I should have said.
Holy shit, it's cold. It is so cold. It's only minus 10, but there's a bit of a breeze and I'm wearing a very light jacket. It's not even a jacket. Dropped Tilly off at school. Drove down to the police station in Cochrane to do my police check, and yeah, you do it online apparently, even though the website doesn't say that. You've got to go to the Town of Cochrane website to do it. So it was a bit of a waste of time, but at least when we can just go home and relax and do it while he watches a bit of TV. I need to go and strap him in now. We just quickly jumped in to turn the heater on and tell you guys what we're at, where we're at. I need to go and get diesel, and I've got a 1/4 of a tank. The other day I put the usual amount I do to fill up the truck and only filled up 3/4. So I'm a bit nervous to go and check the price. Connor said down the road it was $1.90 something. Obviously I'll scout around, but it's ridiculous. I've seen people in the US saying that it was $6 to $8 a gallon on TikTok videos I've seen. Where not by the gallon, but yeah, it's friggin' ridiculous. Gonna go home, do this criminal check online, and then have a look at planting these seeds that we got. I need to figure out which ones to do first, because certain seeds need to be done in certain order, and like I said, I'm new at this. Alright, I'm home. I've done the police check. Didn't take too long. Had to upload 100 files, but it's done. Run through another drama, and that is something that, okay buddy, something that we're getting, I'm not going to say what it is, but embroidered or lasered or something with our logo on for our company. We were quoted a fee, and then they gave us the option of 2 different ways to do this logo. So we were like, okay, it must be the same fee if they're offering this and haven't mentioned price. Maybe a little stupid on our end, but stupid on their end too. So we've gone and delivered all of our items to get the logo done, and now they've come back at 3 times the price. And all our stuff has the logo on now, so it's not like we can go get stuff, we want it back. So I've sent them an email saying that's not happening, we haven't signed anything. They've come back and said, we did say that that item may be a little bit more expensive, but 3 times the amount is not a little bit more. So, oh, the stress levels are high. I'm not explaining the whole story. I probably sound like I'm in the wrong, but I'm really not. I just don't really want to explain it all right now. Also, I had some tissue paper made with our logo on just to make the packaging look a little nicer, a bit more professional, and that got delivered really well with the supplier. But then Canadian Post did not give me, or Canada Post, whatever it's called, give me the little slip in my letterbox to say you've got something to collect. So I never got it, and then I got a notification from my supplier saying, hey, your postage, your package is getting sent back to me for some reason because you didn't collect it. So frustrating. And then this whole thing with not being able to work with my visa for whatever reason, I don't know why. So yeah, just a bit of a pain in the butt at the moment. We set up this whole business to help us pay with our whole for our whole permanent residency that we're going to be doing this year. And Connor's main pay, well not main pay, but a lot of his pay is worked off commission. So we are budgeting to the max at the moment. We have plenty of savings, but we don't want to dive into that because, as you guys know, we want to buy our own ranch. So I'm about to, Connor did like a massive shop at Costco yesterday. Costco is like a big wholesale place, warehouse, whatever you call it, where you buy bulk meat. So we bought like 45 chicken breasts and a bunch of stuff yesterday. So I'll show you what we do. We do this all the time anyway, but we bought even more, and I've meal prepped for a whole month. And I just want to say we're not poor. Not that there's anything wrong with that. People go through this stuff all the time, but this is our way of trying to cope at the moment because we thought our business would be up and running, and it's not looking like it's going to be up and running in time. And yeah, we just don't want to be dipping into savings. We're just trying to be smart about it. So in here is our little storage cupboard. I have like bulk stuff. It's also good in case something happens, like, you know, inflation that's happening at the moment, to sort of prep for a couple of weeks or months or whatever you can do if you've got a big enough freezer. So yeah, we got like Riley's gluten-free, like 2 lots of pretzels. We've got some snacks at the back there, soda water. We've got milk, coconut milk. We've got a bunch of like tinned stuff at the back there, and like tomato paste, juice, coffee, honey, soy sauce. I've got birdseed at the back. That's obviously for the wild birds. But the main stuff is in the freezer here. Got a bunch of gluten-free bread because Riley and I are gluten-free. Bunch of bread in there. And then we've got cheese, ham, bacon. It doesn't look like much is in here, but we bought Glad bags this time. Usually we put everything in Tupperware containers, but it takes too much room. So we've got some frozen pizzas just for easy dinners. And then at the bottom here I've got all the meat. So that's like for two nights for slow cookers. We've got chicken all at the bottom here. Like, we've got so much. It's ridiculous, but so much chicken in here. We also have all of our products up here. I want to get natural one of this. Connor, I've been telling Connor I want to try and switch over to natural stuff, even though it bloody cost a fortune. And I was at the end of our washing powder and I was all excited to go get natural stuff, and then he bought a brand new one. So we've got to go through that one still. Got my seeds up there that I'm going to do today, or some of them. Toilet paper, bulk stuff up there too. And then our waters, we drink water, filtered water, so we need to get these ones refilled up. So like I said, we're doing fine, guys, so don't be worried about us, but just thought I would show you a little insight to the stresses of our life that I don't usually show online. Yeah, everyone goes through them. It's just a bit shitty at the moment. Connor works a lot on commission, and that doesn't really come in until harvest and seeding time, and it's been winter and it's only just coming into seeding. So yeah, in a couple of months time we'll be laughing, but for now we're just going to get through this harder time so we don't dip into our savings. Every Saturday night we do a pizza night, homemade pizzas. So Connor bought a bunch of wraps which we use for the pizzas, but they are just Connor's and just Tilly's because Riley and I have gluten-free ones. So today I'm going to separate these and just put them in bundles of 2 because there's like, I reckon 10 or 15 wraps in each of these, and if I freeze those they're all just going to get stuck together. So I'm going to put baking paper between them, and that way they're just easy to pull out. Same with these bread rolls, trying to make sure that we preserve them as long as we can without them going moldy. Guys, I managed to get 12 lots of 2 wraps out of that. So that'll do Tilly and Connor for our Saturday night pizza night. I do want to also add that these Glad bags, we wash them and reuse them. And not that it matters and that I have to justify myself, but the baking paper in between each one, I actually use it as a fire starter in our fire because it honestly works so great. So yeah, we are all about recycling. Once I've done these bread rolls and separated those, I'm going to start on some chicken. Tilly does not eat what we eat at night. Very rarely she does. She's so picky. She's one of those kids that doesn't like things touching things. She likes everything separate on a plate. It is so frustrating. I did the same way of feeding with her as I did with Riley as a baby. It's just every kid's different. Riley eats what we eat. He even eats spicy food. He loves it. So he's not an issue, but every night when I cook dinner, I end up making her a separate meal. Very frustrating. So to cut back the frustration, I usually do once a month a big cut up of chicken because she loves me to make homemade chicken nuggets. I'll put it up on the screen. My chicken nugget recipe is really simple and gluten-free as well. So I cut up a bunch of chicken and put it into little Tupperware containers and put it in the freezer, and that way if I need to pull it out, it's already cut up and I don't have to bother with doing that along with making our own dinners. So she eats a lot of chicken and sausages and pasta and vegetables. Obviously she loves green beans and carrots and cucumbers. So that's that. I'm going to do that now, and then I promise we're going to get on with the seeds. Guys, I don't know if you could see me sort of squished into this video. So I'm in a rush. The other day when I was talking about seeding my seeds, I ran out of time, had to pick up Tilly from school, and now it's the weekend and we're in a rush to take Wolf for a walk on a scenic route in Cochrane. It's just a local sort of little walk. We want to take you guys along, but it's very, very windy. so I may have to just do B-roll and put music over the top, but I want to show you guys this place because it is in the middle of, it's not a city, but Cochrane town, I guess you'd say. But Connor's been there and he says you sort of feel like you're secluded in this one area, sort of feels like you're a little bit in the mountains. So I'm excited to go. Let's go.
Hear the commotion, and that's okay, 'cause we're in motion. I can feel the sway. There's nothing to fear, my friend. Oh no, it's the natural rattle. When the ground is shaking, you thunder roar. Wouldn't worry, it's just a storm. I just let my body fall to the natural rattle. So unwind and don't unravel. We can't help but be a little fragile through the clatters inside and crackles all the sounds of the natural rattle, vibrating us all. The natural rattle, vibrating us all. Hear the rocket all day and night. The world is noisy, and that's alright. Every sound is just a piece of the natural rattle. So unwind and don't unravel. We can't help but be a little fragile through the clatters inside and crackles all the sounds of the natural rattle, vibrating us all. The natural rattle, vibrating us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuhi, you gonna help Mum? No, you cheeky.
I helped you.
Okay, I'm trying to get down to the river. Is it flowing? It's very wet and I didn't bring my good shoes. Hopefully I don't slip. Wow, it's really pretty. Oh my god, I nearly slipped. I nearly slipped. Wow, how pretty. Isn't it? Feels like we're in Banff.
Well, luckily I said
Look at that. So beautiful.
I'll stay for a moment or hang for a while. You tell me what you want to. Stay here or walk for miles. I could be hard or I could be weak. I could be anything you need. Yes, I will always be good call.
Wolf's weighing on everything, aren't you, buddy? Got a bit of a fresh deer kill down here. Deer poo, blood, and there is a deer footprint down there. So beautiful. Come on, Wolf. He's supposed to be on the lead, but we just took him off here because no one's around. So beautiful. Hey, Connor.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's like 5 minutes from our house. You having fun, buddy?
To my jungle.
I didn't wear my shoes because everything's melted, but in the shaded areas it's
Oh yeah, I can't touch
still
mine.
snowy. It's pretty, hey Tilly, it looks like a fairy garden.
Yeah, I can't touch white here, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
quickly.
We're just discussing that coyotes would definitely be in here, but I'm pretty sure cougars too. I wouldn't expect bears. We're very much smack bang in the middle of the
I don't think
suburbs.
that deer probably got very far.
Oh no! If you don't like blood, look away. Another kill, or the same kill. I doubt it's the same kill, Connor. Could be.
Looks like that deer's been walking around dripping blood.
I could be anything you want. Yes, I will always be. Yes, I will always be good company. I've heard jokes and secrets too.
Alright guys, it's been a couple of days and we're going outside to do a bit of a nature search for the kids. It's a surprise, they don't know what's on this. And they need to collect all of these things inside of their containers. So let's go out there and then I'll show you my plans of what we're doing for our veggie patch. They're gross. Alright guys, this is your list of what you need to find, and what you need to do is when you find it, you need to mark it off with a marker and then you've got to put it in your little containers.
I don't want to put a pog in it.
You've got to find everything else. Okay, you ready?
No bugs though. No bugs.
Okay, well you can find a bug. You don't have to put the bug in your container.
Containers.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Find a rock.
Find a rock and put it in your container.
I want to
You found a rock? Oh, well done, buddy. You got a rock. What have you got, Tilly?
I just scribbled it. I got a rock.
Cool. What else is on the list? What are you looking for now? Good job, buddy. You got your snow?
I have some. No. I'm freezing.
Well done. What's on here?
What's next? What's next?
Ask Tilly, what are you doing next? Okay guys, while the kids are somewhat occupied, Riley's decided to join in on the video. I decided that I would take all my seeding stuff ready for our veggie patch outdoors to show you. So obviously this is for starting indoors, these trays, but I just thought since it was a nice day that we would come out and do it out here and I'd give you a bit of a veggie patch tour. So I ordered my seeds from West Coast Seeds online. I just found it easier so I could do a little bit of an online shop without the kids, and they came within I think 2-3 days from BC, and I just thought I'd show you what I have got. We have decided to plant the foods that I can eat. I can't eat some foods because of allergies like tomatoes, sweet potatoes, a few things like that. Sometimes I eat them as a treat, but I can't consistently eat them. The birds have decided to join us. I've also decided to have a go at making my own teas this year, drying them out and making them myself. It's a big learning curve. So I have a few herbs and flowers that I'll be planting, and I'll just go ahead and tell you what I've got. So we've got stevia. I use that to sweeten things like my coffee and stuff because it's natural, but I want to have a go at doing it myself. Lavender. You like lavender, don't you? Lavender oil. I look really hunched over. I look like a hunchback in this. Wildflowers, just because we wanted wildflowers. They're pretty. Riley chose those, didn't you? Yeah? We've got cornflower because it's pretty. Echinacea for the health benefits. Mint. Sunflowers. Tilly chose those. What's wrong? In your school bag, honey. Okay, Tilly was asking me a question. We've got sunflowers. lemon balm, watermelon, carrots, 2 types of carrots, the rainbow blend and the original, I guess you'd call it, red onions, butternut pumpkin or squash, cucumbers, broccoli and basil, and we want to get some strawberry starters as well. We will also be growing sweet potato and regular white potatoes, but that's Connor's project. I'm not doing that. Here's the Irishman, he can sort that out, but we'll be doing it from the old potatoes in our cupboard and doing it that way. I know I said that I was going to start my seedlings in the house in this video, but then I did some further research and found out that our zone is zone B. You need to work out which zone your area is. What are you doing, buddy?
Trying to get
Okay, be careful. We're zone B, and I had to work out when our last frost was. So like I said, we've done all this in Australia, but it's very different, and yeah, I've had to do a bit of research into doing our veggies in Canada. Okay, I also bought these trays from West Coast Seeds online. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 6 of these. Then I've got the trays to put them in, so when I water them, they just go through into the tray and it's not messy. And then I've got these lids to go over the top for 4 of them to help them germinate. I don't have any grow lights, that's just too expensive for what we're doing at the moment. It's just more of a hobby, and if it works, it works. And then Riley and I went to Dollarama and found this cute little watering can for inside when we're doing the starters, some gloves, planter tags, some wooden ones so the kids can have fun drawing on them. These are just because we've moved from Australia to Canada and we have literally nothing, so these are just a few little tools. We obviously have a bigger rake and stuff for these gardens, and then these are for my herbs. So I've bought 6 of these and they will stay outside. Some of them will and some will stay inside. I need to do my research. So if you've got any tips, pop them in the comments below and I'll show you guys a bit of a tour of this whole veggie patch area. Okay, Riley wants to show the watering can. Is that the one you chose?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, Mum chose that one. And you chose this one.
Did I?
And you chose this one. And you chose this one. And you chose this one. And you chose this one.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the little tour. Can you please pick up the seeds for me? Okay, so here's our closed off veggie patch. It's got a gate here, which is great because we get a lot of deer on our property. And I'm sure we get rabbits too. It's quite big. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planters in here. I don't know what you call them. I'm assuming they're called planters. And as you can see, it's very snowy still, waiting for it to melt. We're in the middle of March at the moment. The kids have bagged their certain areas for where they want to plant their specific fruit or veggies. And then over here, if I can make it across, is our water setup with the hose. So that's great. We don't have to worry about that. We've got a fruit tree here and I'm not sure what grows on it because we've only been here a couple of months. So if you have any ideas, I'm thinking plums or something, but God knows. I'm not really the gardener. Along this corner here, I'm going to be putting some flowers and a few herbs. So yeah, that's our little veggie patch garden tour. I'm sorry I didn't show you anything about me starting them, but like I said, I am definitely not a pro at this. It's all a learning curve for me, and we've got some organic potting mix as well as, I don't even know what it's called. I'll pop it up on the screen. Starts with a V because I read that apparently that helps, but God knows, I'll probably get a bunch of comments saying that it doesn't. I also wanted to mention I bought a bunch of herbal medicinal books, edible plants in the Rocky Mountains, and some homesteading books. So I'll pop them up on the screen now. Bought them from Amazon and I'll put the links below. I'm pretty sure if you buy from the links below, because it's linked to my Amazon, they're affiliate links, meaning if you do buy them from those links, I will get a very small profit, very small. And I think a certain amount of people have to buy off my affiliate links per month for me to continue to get money, so I don't even think it's really worth it. But if you do want to buy those books, please do it through those links. As you can see, I'm really short of breath. I did go to my naturopath this week, naturopathic doctor, and got my results. I don't have diabetes, which I was really worried about. My insulin issues have resolved themselves from the herbal supplements that I've been taking, as well as watching what I eat, which I have done for the last 3.5 years. But that's fantastic. My antibodies, my TPO levels, which is like inflammation markers, were 360 in Australia. And from cutting out inflammation foods, gluten, dairy, soy, most sugars, and the foods I'm allergic to, like tomatoes and stuff, really limiting them. My hair is an absolute mess. I have brought it down to 87. So they were 360 in Australia, and the range in Australia is below 9 is good, or below 6. So they were really high in Australia. Here in Canada, the range is they must be below 35, and mine are 87. Sorry, they're not there yet, but they have gone down rapidly in the last 1.5 years. I'm still extremely short of breath. And it's not anxiety or anything like that. I've had every single test. I've had all my heart tests, iron tests. Actually, I thought my anemia was back, and I was expecting to have another iron infusion. And I went to the naturopath the other day, and she said my iron levels were probably too high. So that's good, but I don't know what's going on with me. I'm currently doing a liver detox, not related to my whiskey drinking either. It can be a reason for some of my symptoms I've got. So we're trying that. Then we're trying a mold detox because I've been exposed to black mold in the past. And we're going to test for SIBO. I don't have the tummy issues from SIBO, but I've got a lot of other issues like shortness of breath, fatigue, tired, random allergies that keep appearing even though I keep cutting out foods. I keep getting more and more issues with food. So still on this journey that I've been on for 3.5 years, but I thought I'd update you guys before I finish this video. Kids are calling me, so I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet into my life, and make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Hear the commotion, and that's okay. We're in motion, I can feel the sway. There's nothing to fear, my friend, oh no. It's the natural road I know.